back and in effect on this Tuesday morning, y'all. It's my regulars gonna join. Sorry I went live for like only 8 minutes yesterday. I truly apologize about that. I did not watch my scary movie last night, though. I ended up going to bed and stuff like that, basically. I was too tired. I was too drained out from, watching Raw Talk, gaming prior, early on that day. You guys, so there's no movie review up right now, but you already know as soon as I watch a movie, a scary movie, I'm gonna drop a review on it. You already know how I do when it comes to these movie reviews. I drops bangers, bro. Nothing but bangers. One of the best movie reviewers out here, in my honest opinion. Well, I'm really the only one who really does this shit out in PA. Reviews movies and shit like that. I don't think nobody else out here really doing that, reviewing movies and stuff, because not too many people out here really do YouTube, stuff like that. Let's talk about that. People talk about what trends they set or what foundation or formats or maps they laid out. Let's talk about how I think I've laid the groundwork in the map work. If people start knowing movie reviews, you know who did it first. I'm not even trying to make this a debate or any cocky type of situation like that. I'm just stating true facts. Tell somebody like seconds that or whatever. Well, besides my uncle Ramon, me and my uncle Ramon, he do movie reviews. He was doing it first, so I take and I apply it to everything, the podcast, the clothing line, the drinks I want to do in the future, chain line. That's a whole Logan Paul idea. The movie reviews, I seen my uncle was doing them, right? And a few other people I tend to watch. I said, hey, let me start taking and applying what works for certain people. Everything, though, here's the thing, real talk. Certain things you try to do ain't gonna work for you. That might work for them when it comes to what they're doing, but it doesn't always work for you. So out here in this life, in this world, in this tough world of adaptation or perishing, it's a dog-eat-dog world. You either adapt under the pressure or you perish under obscurity. Real talk. And I've been surviving and adapting my lifestyle for like a decade now, boy. Years beyond years, boy. It's because I got mental issues. Everybody do. Wrestlers do. Certain wrestlers do. So, just because my dad got mental issues, like, just because I got mental issues, I'm gonna let everybody know, like, when I get where I want to get, ain't nothing gonna stop me, and it ain't stopping me. Just because I got mental issues don't mean I can't be successful at stuff or I can't accomplish anything. Look at me, about to learn to drive soon. with mental issues. Because that's all autism, ADHD, and ODD are. They're mental issues. And let's talk about how people try to downplay and disrespect mental health, bro. Like, that shit's serious. Like, people don't know what people with this. I mean, you can't always blame it on that, but you don't know what certain people with those issues go through. Like, they could really be struggling mentally. That's why if you play with somebody like that, or you like mistreat them or lead a person on with mental issues, they'll fall into a certain place because they got the mental issues, and you can't be doing that to people like them, because for people with mental issues, stuff hits a lot harder. Like, they struggle with certain stuff. Like, they struggle to show emotion and stuff like that. But I've learned how to convey emotion well by looking up stuff, just learning and picking up on body language and cues and stuff like that. Lately, I've been able to like understand and shit like that. But yeah, just because people got like mental stuff wrong with them doesn't mean they can't be successful in life. Like, that has nothing to do with it. Like, yeah, I might have a certain A word according to the doctors or whatever, but that doesn't define me, or that doesn't define how successful I will be. Like, you know, because at the end of the day, we all have problems in this world. Like, we all equal. Not one person is perfect except God. Like, no matter how perfect you try to be, we're just not perfect people. We have flaws. We have times where we barely feel like getting up. We got times where we barely feel like leaving places. We got times where we get in our depressed states and don't want to like be messed with or talk to, or just be in that party mood lifestyle all the time. Like, because certain people, they get clouded by what issues they got, what problems they got, for real. Like, and that's serious when that's always fucking with you. Like, for instance, my pops, he's doing better now that he's got a girl. I ain't trying to expose him or nothing. I'm just saying, here's an example. My pops struggles from I don't have it. Just because I got like we share the same like DNA doesn't mean I'm gonna have everything he has. I'm glad I don't have this, no offense, but he has where he can like see shit, and like he has, what's it called, schizophrenic. He's a schizophreno. My pops is a schizophreno. Okay, so that's his issue. He has schizophrenic. So, but not me though. I'm good. I know for a fact I don't have schizophrenia at all. But that shit's just hard. But I'm glad he don't let shit affect him. You know, certain people, they let shit affect them. You just gotta be strong throughout anything. Like, and I'm learning that through life. Every time I elevate or get older, I'm learning you can't let shit affect you. Like, these women, you can't let these women affect you. I'm gonna be real, like, I'm gonna be real honest. If a female's acting a certain way and she out here being a thought, she out here being a hoe, you can't control that. I've tried so many times to think that I'm gonna get a woman to change, or when she get with me, a rapper who's on all platforms, done dropped out a couple good few songs, that they gonna be different around this time. Women ain't nothing. Certain women, I respect certain women, But women, certain women ain't nothing but hoes, bro. Like, and you know what they say, there's no change in that. Like, and you can't change nobody's behavior if they're gonna be that way the rest of their life. Like, that's what it is. It starts with the parents. If a woman's that way, it starts with their parents. Like, if they mama was a hoe, more than likely they gonna be a hoe. And ain't no cuffing or wifing no hoe. That's actually a famous quote from a song. Because there's a lot of undercover hoes out here. Not trying to expose people, but there are. Like, and if they can admit that they're a hoe, good on you. Have fun finding a boyfriend. Because, I mean, I'm sure hoes get cuffed, but, you know, it's harder than they think, you know. That's why it's better to try at least to be a faithful one woman girl. Because if you gonna fuck around and start hoeing and then attract the wrong dude, like, say y'all have a falling out, he gonna start abusing you, he gonna start beating the hell out of you, like that's the thing with certain guys. They gonna start thinking like, oh, I got her. As soon as I get the kitty, I got her wrapped around my fingers and shit. Like, and they never learn. They go back to that same person. It's the same, like, repeated cycle, like, with those type of females. I'm not even gonna say hoe because that's disrespectful. And it's sad to see in this world that those type of women exist, but it is what it is, bro. Ain't no changing them. If they want to change and stuff like that, if they don't want to be that way for you and they can be that way for other people, just let them go. It's not worth it. It's really not worth chasing a girl or, you know, chasing pussy. You're better off watching the P, you know, because the P gonna show more love to you than certain females will, to be 100% with you. Trust me, I done been through it all with girls, so I know. That's why I'm telling y'all, even if you're younger and older, not old, but like teenage type of age, like, trust me. And I'm a guy who's almost 24. Couple years, I'll be near 30, bro, already. That shit's crazy. I'm a guy who's dealt with a lot of bullshit when it comes to females and shit. I had a girl that I was talking to a while ago, way back, all the time over the phone. It was nothing but arguments when I would try to talk to her. Nothing but an argument. And you see why I cheated on her, because she was always volatile. And then she gets upset because I cheated on her. And it was a long time ago I did that. Because she would always get so mad over nothing when all I would do was try to talk to her. See what I mean? These girls just think they could treat me or act any certain way when they get with me, bro. Like, that's why it's like, you gotta hold your guard down, because when you start holding your guard down, and me, I'm not going for that anyway. Like, I don't go for that. Like, you're not about to think you could play with me or anything like that. I'm not saying I'd ever hit a girl. I'm just saying, like, I'm not one of those type of guys to be played with. Like, real talk. I've never put my hands on a female, and I never will. But I'm just not that guy who they want to play with, you know. And certain girls already know that. Like, any girl, you could ask them. I've never laid a hand on any of my previous girlfriends, and they could tell that. They could vouch for that. Like, shit, these last few relationships, I ain't even been getting any booty, but like I told the broski, y'all, I did a while back. I had my second body a while back type shit. I had to leave that one girl because it's like, I felt as if after a while I would just be wasting my time, because I felt like no progression was happening. She wasn't working. I tried my best to stick by the relationship, but I just felt like more and more time faded by, and this ain't no excuse. Yes, I left her. Yes, I cheated on her. Yeah, okay? That's why I left her. Yes, I'm a dickhead. Yes, I'm an asshole. But my friend Amanda, who's in a relationship, said it was the right thing. It don't seem like she's committed. Plus, she's going to go see that dude in Canada and claims she's bringing her son. But that's not my business no more. That's not my priority. She's not my priority anymore, you know? So, yeah. You just got to be cautious with certain girls, bro. Like, that's why I find it hard to trust sometimes, because it's like, I thought I could trust, but it's like you can never know with, especially out of state girls. Like, you never know, like, what they're telling you could be like 100% real. They could just be leading you on and manipulating you, and that's been happening a lot with me. Like, I've been getting, I feel like these past few relationships, I've gotten nothing but manipulation, bro. I can't say Amber manipulated me. She just wasn't going for none of that freaky deaky shit, which, now that I look at it, she came up in a Christian household. She was, shit, we went to church together. Like, that's the past. You can't reminisce on the past. But we gonna be cool, so, you know, if she hits me back, I don't know if we gonna be cool again. But, yeah. So, I understand that, like, with them church girls, they grew up in, like, here's the thing, they grew up in strict households. Growing up, they were never, like, allowed to have boys over or none of that, or even through the teen years. Like, so I completely get that now. Like, and plus, what my ex went through, it's easy to understand why she would want to wait till marriage to try shit with dudes. You feel me? After she told me what, this has happened with most girls that I've attracted lately or been with lately. After she told me she was molested and raped and shit, I could see why it could be hard for girls to want to do shit with guys, because rape could really ruin that for a lot of men. Like, they never come back from that. Like, how can you, for certain people, it's like, how can you try this, or how can you do this if you've been molested? Like, it's hard to really, like, trust or really, you know. But I sabotaged that shit. It was my own fault. Like, I sabotaged that, but she's moved on. Anyway, I'm kind of back with my girl, the girl I was with from Chicago, the Megan girl. Kinda, at least I think so. She hasn't really responded to me and shit like that. So we'll see, y'all. At first, I was keeping my shit low key, but we go months back and shit. Basically, I started talking to her after me and Amber broke up. Me and my ex-girlfriend and shit. We got together and shit. But God, sometimes God sends you signals about who you really supposed to be with. Like, and they've been together for a while, her and her boyfriend. So, you know, he's obviously the right match. Cause she told me last year, fuck off and this and that. So, of course she's not gonna want to be friends after saying something like that. I'm done trying. I'm just gonna stop trying to be friends with her, because when they say fuck off, that means go away, you know? They're not trying to talk to you. And in my relationships, I'll say this, no more sex talk, none of that. Like, especially with Megan, because she don't go for none of that. So it's like, I'm gonna have to make sure it's just mild mannered conversations, because, you know, you can't always talk about it so much, because that really fucks up your relationship if you're just reliant on that aspect of it, you know? Like, to be fair, she did send a guy some pictures while we were but I'm letting it slide. I don't usually do that. Cause she might try to do something to make it up to me, you know. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna end this live and shit like that. Love you guys. Peace.